in maritime competition, the most powerful weapon is not always a missile. Sometimes, it is a camera at 20,000 feet. Because before a nation can respond, before it can protest, before it can even react, it must first see. And for years, the Philippines has operated in contested waters with limited aerial visibility. That may now be changing. The Philippine Coast Guard has signed an agreement with the United States to acquire 3 Beechcraft King Air aircraft under foreign military financing. 3 aircraft. Not fighters, not bombers, not warships. But in the evolving reality of the West Philippine Sea, these may prove just as consequential. Because modern maritime pressure is rarely loud. It is gradual, persistent, calculated, and it thrives in blind spots. The King Air platform, produced by Beechcraft, is widely used worldwide for maritime patrol and intelligence missions. When properly configured, it transforms from a simple turboprop aircraft into a surveillance multiplier. This is not about air power. This is about information power. And information changes everything. Today, we're going to examine what these aircraft actually bring to the table, operationally, strategically, and geopolitically. Because what looks like a small acquisition could signal something much larger beneath the surface. Stay with me, because in the next few minutes, we're going to break this down carefully, not just what was signed, but what it truly means for Philippine maritime power. But before we continue, take a second to support the channel. If you value clear, professional defense analysis like this, don't forget to hit the like button, subscribe, and activate the notification bell here on Pinoy Guard. Your support allows this platform to continue delivering serious, in-depth discussions on Philippine security and regional strategy. Now, let's continue. And in modern gray zone confrontation, the side that sees first often controls the outcome. For years, the Philippine Coast Guard has operated with limited fixed-wing aviation capability. Small aircraft, short endurance, primarily search and rescue focused. Effective for peacetime emergencies. Insufficient for persistent maritime surveillance. Now consider the King Air platform, manufactured by Beechcraft. Globally, this aircraft is widely used for maritime patrol and intelligence, surveillance, and reconnaissance missions. When equipped with maritime search radar, electro-optical and infrared sensors, and secure communications links, it becomes more than a patrol plane. It becomes an airborne sensor node. From altitude, it can monitor wide sea lanes, track vessel movements, document encounters, and relay data in near real time. That changes response timelines. Surface vessels require hours, sometimes days, to reach distant maritime zones. Aircraft require minutes. And in maritime incidents, time determines leverage. This matters particularly in the West Philippine Sea, where encounters are increasingly shaped by documentation, legal positioning, and narrative control. Aerial ISR does not escalate. It clarifies. It provides visual evidence. It removes ambiguity. It shapes diplomatic messaging. And ambiguity is often the greatest tool of coercion. Now here is the deeper layer. These aircraft are funded under U.S. foreign military financing. That is not incidental. FMF is strategic alignment funding. It reflects deliberate U.S. investment in strengthening Philippine maritime capacity, specifically through the Coast Guard, not the Navy. That distinction is critical. Coast Guards operate under law enforcement authority. They assert sovereign rights without triggering overt military escalation. Enhancing the PCG strengthens presence while managing temperature. This is the white hull strategy. And across the Indo-Pacific, maritime competition is increasingly unfolding between white hulls, not gray hulls. The Philippines is aligning with that model. We are also seeing expanding cooperation with the United States Coast Guard alongside broader regional integration in multinational maritime exercises. This indicates something larger. The PCG is evolving from a reactive maritime safety service into a strategic maritime governance instrument. But whether this becomes transformational depends on configuration. The specific King Air variant has not yet been disclosed. Will these aircraft carry advanced maritime radar? Will they integrate electro-optical targeting systems? Will they link into armed forces command networks? Those details determine whether this is a modest SAR upgrade or a genuine ISR multiplier. Basing will also be decisive. If deployed in Luzon and Palawan, these aircraft could significantly extend Philippine surveillance coverage across sensitive maritime corridors. 3 aircraft may sound limited, but aviation assets generate disproportionate strategic impact. One surveillance aircraft at altitude can monitor maritime zones that would require multiple ships to patrol. And ships burn fuel. Aircraft generate information. Information drives decisions. And decisions shape deterrence. Here is the quiet truth. This acquisition does not change the regional balance overnight, but it strengthens something more fundamental: visibility. And maritime sovereignty begins with visibility. Because you cannot assert what you cannot see. You cannot respond to what you cannot detect. And you cannot shape international perception without evidence. Tonight's development is not dramatic in appearance. There are no missile systems, no fighter jets, no billion-dollar warship contracts. Just 3 turboprop aircraft. But in the maritime domain, persistence matters more than spectacle. And the side that builds persistent awareness builds strategic advantage over time. The Philippine Coast Guard just took a step toward that advantage. Quietly. Deliberately. And in today's maritime environment, that may be exactly the right approach.